since the sun is out, I've been in that mood to just do a little bit of deep cleaning on the van and decided to pull my step out. And I'm glad I did. Look at all of this dirt that's been underneath here. It's all stuck on the back side of this thing. So we're gonna be doing a little bit of a cleaning on here and also a slight bit of a renovation, but I'll show you the renovation part in a second. Right now, I need to clean this out. When putting this back in place this time, I'm going to be putting it back where it belongs. You see, when I first did the floor of my van, this was that way. I could stick my hand in here. It was off center. So now that I have this garbage can here, it rubs up against the inside of here. So now we're going to put it back to where it's supposed to be. And it's just a way better fit. It was my fault. I made the mistake because once this was glued to the floor, well, it was just glued to the floor. So what was happening was over here where this is supposed to be up against that edge, it was here, having a huge gap where that's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be right there. So by doing this, it's gonna look proper. Like this will be aligned there and aligned there. And now my garbage can won't get pushed up off. So what happens now is when I shut the door, this gets pushed up, meaning that the side of the garbage can sometimes can fall off the inside hook every time it's shoved. Hi, CRUZ. He's like, what are you doing to the van, Dad? So now that this is all done, I cleaned up all underneath all these edges. So we're gonna re-silicone this to the floor and then obviously re-silicone back to here because it's come off a little bit. Sometimes it's just the little tiny adjustments to the van you make feel good, you know what I mean? Next up, we're going to continue this lighting project and get these secured to the ceiling. I thought about multiple different ways to secure them. Originally, if this was wood, it would have been to screw them, but it's not wood. This is just foam board with a material spray glued over top of it, and it's held up pretty good. So I tried the screw, and the screw works. I don't think the screws alone are going to be enough to keep it there because especially as the van's moving, this is just a soft foam so it can work its way out. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a bead of silicone around here. Then we're going to screw it. So I figure maybe by the time the silicone dries, it'll create a bit of a bond and keep those babies up there. So that's what we're going to do. These lights have 3 screw holes in the bottom. So we're just going to unscrew this. And there's just a little piece of frosted glass in there, which disperses the light so it's not so bright. The glass comes out. And those are the little LED lights in the circuit board. So you just drive the screws through, bang, and then when it's up there, you screw this back on there. Pretty straightforward. Ah, crap. Note to you guys too, these do fall out. So because the van's always rocking and moving, sometimes you'll hear a in the back of the van, then you know these things have unscrewed themselves and fallen apart. It's happened to me a few times over the last couple of years having these in the van. But all in all, for the price of these things, I give them a thumbs up. Here goes nothing. A little bit of silicone. And we're gonna drive 2 screws in here. Okay, mental note on the next one. Don't use so much silicone. It's coming through the other holes. They don't feel like they're going anywhere, and I think once that silicone sets, these babies are going to be stuck there for good. Come on now. I ran another wire from this switch panel all the way across for here because I want to put a night light right above my bed, like a tableside lamp. The switch will be over here. I could probably reach it with my toe. Should make a pretty nice little light while I'm in bed, you know, and I need to see what I'm doing. On that switch panel that I put in, if you want to like rotate the switches, it's pretty easy. All you got to do is pull out the switched one and plug it into the one that you want it on. So I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. So this one that runs my desk lights is going to go on the second switch. Come on out of there, buddy. So this one's going on the second one. All right, desk lights. The first switch here I'm gonna put to my my new night light because it's easier to reach from my bed. So what we're gonna do here is this one's gonna go back in this spot. All right, we're in there. And we're gonna have to cut the soldered end off the new one because you don't want to crimp a soldered end. You want to cut it. We're gonna snip it and we're gonna connect it to the positive on my new night light. My little night light's right there, so I kick it on. It's gonna be perfect because it lights up all my bed area here and also lights up the front of my solar charge controller so I can see what's going on here. Pretty awesome. So little things like that. And the cool thing is when I'm lying in bed, I can reach over with my foot, bump, pop it on and off. So that one there is for my night light. This one is for my desk. This front one is for my LED lights that are running around. I got 2 more available spots on that switch panel. There's my one little LED light. Look how bright those little puck lights are. That's my one night light. Super stoked for this. This is awesome. Sorry you guys are so close to me. You guys are, this van's not very wide, so yeah. The lighting here looks really good. So all the lighting you're seeing right now is just over top of my desk area. I have nothing in the front of the van, nothing in the back of the van. So once I get everything all lit up, this place is gonna glow, which is great for me for making videos because it allows me to get a pretty decent shot no matter where I am. Like, this looks great. Ooh, look at that. I'm pumped. So yeah, like we're doubling or just about tripling the amount of lights we had in here before. So doing these lighting projects are very tedious. It's taking me longer than it should take me. So filming and working always makes things a lot longer because you got two things to keep an eye on, two things to do. And my patience wears very thin when it comes to doing these projects and always remembering to film or shut the camera off because it's ran for 5 minutes and I forgot about it. So my patience runs thin. So like today, all we did was we glued these and screwed these things up, and as for right now, it looks like they might hold. I'm super stoked. So the lights have a bit of a warmth to them, so I'm going to leave them on for a couple of hours now to hopefully cure up that silicone underneath it, but I'm feeling a bit of confidence that these things actually might stay up there, which is pretty cool. But anyway, guys, we're going to let you go before I talk your damn faces off. Half of you are probably not even watching this. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to me chat, and I'll see you guys in the next one.